This is the third video, and we've just finished up the messages and meanings boxed table. What we're going to do is we will get back in this eventually because there's a separate chapter for this. And so I just added in the notes just to see if we had more time, but I don't think we have time for today. So don't exit out completely just yet because we're going to use this eventually. But for our notes today purposes, skip for now. We will come back later, okay? Whenever that later is. So we'll come back later. Try not to exit out right now, or we're just going to skip this for now, just for time purposes, because for the speech class, for your guys' class, I don't think I want to be teaching or doing notes for 30 minutes, and I think it's almost there, okay, because I want to get down to your guys' homework. So our last topic that we're going to do is called understanding context. So whenever we speak, when we have a speech communication, it doesn't occur like in a small closed space. It happens everywhere. So it happens in a context, a social situation, place, or circumstances. Okay. I like this example that I like to give you guys over here. So for example, you take the words, you need help. So I'll say it just kind of separately so that there's no tone. So like, you need help. When said in different contexts, in different social situations, places, or circumstances, it could be serious. Like say, for example, you need help. You see how like I said it? You need help. So maybe medical emergencies, or maybe as a coach, to an athlete, you need some help. You need some help running on that track, okay? So coach to athlete. So it could be serious or semi-serious, or it could be in a not serious, joking manner. Okay, so say for example, your friend does something weird. And then you reply in this tone, you need help. So you see how my tone of my voice is a little bit different from that serious part, because it really depends on the situation, the place, or the circumstance that things are happening. So if things are happening that are a little bit more serious, then these three words are going to mean very differently than when you're joking around with your friends. Okay, so understanding context is going to be very, very different, very, very important. And I think there's a reason why people say, oh, my words are taken out of context, because sometimes it can be if we only see the words. So if you only see these three words and you don't know what the context is, we need a little bit more information. Like, oh, did you say it because it was a medical emergency? Or did you say it jokingly because you're just telling your friend, you need some serious help. You gotta, fix yourself like that. Okay. We are going to end the notes with 5 types of dimensional context that will influence your speech. And then afterwards, I'll explain your guys' homework on what to do and turn it in on Google Classroom. So 5 types of dimensional context that could affect your communication. So 1 is your physical dimension. So location. So maybe you're at a school and you need to be a little bit more formal. Okay. Physical presence. I'm going to be using like these words a lot. Social psychological dimension. What that means is someone's status, values, roles of that person, the rules of society, and the norms of society. We will get into this in a different chapter, and I like this chapter over here, the difference between rules and norms. Relationships, okay? Are you talking to your friend? Are you talking to your family? Or are you just talking to a classmate that's not your friend, like he or she is still your classmate? So the way you talk to these people you're going to have a different type of way of talking to them because of the context. So I do want to chime in a little bit. Sometimes some people think that when we're talking to different people, we change, and then like some people say that, oh, why are you so fake when you're talking to these people? And sometimes it's not really the case. It's not because we are fake. It's because we have to adjust accordingly to who we talk to. Cultural dimension. The culture's beliefs, attitudes, the culture's traditions. Oops, sorry. Sometimes I can't spell, so you might have to help me with traditions. And then last, that could affect the context, temporal dimension. I mean, the time of day. Maybe some of you guys, sometimes maybe I could be a little bit more up at 11:30 a.m. and it might be a little bit groggy at 11:30 p.m. Okay? The season, day of the week. All right. We are done with notes for this part 1 of 2. So now I want to explain to you guys your guys' homework. And it shouldn't be too bad. I hope not. So I want to explain to you guys right now your homework. And again, if you're using Google Classroom, you guys can just type it in over here and here and send that. Or you can handwrite everything and submit all your notes and your homework to get the credit. So let's take a look at homework problem number 1. Context is an important concept when we are speaking, so we just went over that. Words and sentences can be misunderstood when they are taken out of context. Just like in the example, you need help. Think of 2 more phrases or sentences that can be interpreted differently in different contexts and write down what they mean in different contexts. So this is what I mean, and you can look back on page 3, the top of page 3. Okay, so refer back to the top of page 3. I want you guys to find maybe a phrase, something like you need help, and have your answer like this. It could be serious in medical emergencies or coach to athlete, or it could be in a joking way when your friend does something weird and then you reply back you need help. So this is what I want from you guys. Find a phrase that could mean different things in different contexts. So your answer should kind of look like this. So find not only 1 but 2. Okay, so something similar like this. This is how you're going to put your answers over here. Okay. All right. Your second part of the homework is this. Certain vocabulary words are used when you are in different subjects or situations. This is called lingo or jargon. For this example, I want you to think of 2 subjects or situations, so it's already highlighted for you, and list 5 vocabulary words that are related to them. So here are examples above so that you guys can see the structure, and then you will do your own fill-ins over here. So let's take a look at what I mean. So subject or situation, Algebra 1 class, and some of you guys are taking that. So 5 vocabulary words you would use or you would encounter. So you'd probably encounter slope, y-intercept, coordinate points, parabolas, equations. Okay. What if you were in an amusement park like eWorld or Disneyland? Maybe the 5 vocabulary words you could encounter or use: admission ticket, roller coaster, a free pass, Ferris wheel, bumper cars. Okay. So it's very specific to that type of situation. How about a third example, when you're going to the dentist or orthodontist office? Okay, so you might hear some things such as teeth cleaning, flossing, braces, cavity, etc. Enamel. Ooh, I actually don't know how to pronounce that. And you guys gotta chime in on how to pronounce that for me. All right, so on your homework, you're going to fill in the subject or situation, and then the 5 vocabulary words per what words you would use on that situation, okay, or subject, okay? All right, hopefully I explained it okay. Let me know if you guys have questions, and then I'll see you guys.